today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's a preseason matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. What's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Mahomes firing complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I haven't seen more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
6-0 our score after 1.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A first throw for Henne, the veteran backup.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
2nd and 11.
Henne. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Oh, he left flip this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
On first down, Simeon. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Simeon. He'll find Harry on the right side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Simeon. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Henney. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That pass complete to Moore.
Short completion. 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Simeon. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Simeon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not his best that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Herbert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Able to find Gray here.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Second down, McKinnon. And a short gain here, down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. For this game, it's far from over.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it's Simeon. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage, throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Tristan Ebner, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Second down, another shot for Jones.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. The 40. 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Henny. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Henny.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Henny. He's got Bell.
Bell so light on his feet. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down mark. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.